Hey guys, so here's a quick video. Sorry if my voice sounds a little weird. I was singing along in the car and I got a little too excited and well, now my throat hurts, so that's always fun. So yeah, first and foremost, I did manage to get silver Hinata. I actually got fairly close to gold, but I'm probably gonna get diamond next event. I'm not gonna showcase her. Well, I'm gonna showcase her eventually, but I'm really just gonna cover the event today, because it is a 2-day event and it is the Boruto Naruto event. Now, those of you who are a little more perspective or just already have the collection may have noticed that um, Boruto, Sarada, Mitsuki, they went to Diamond and the Boruto collection was updated. So it went from about 25-35k HP to 55k HP, which is a nice boost. That basically leveled it up, or raised the CP boost from the collection by 500k. Yeah, so today's the Boruto Naruto event. So what this is essentially a just an event where you can get these 3 cards. They're fairly good, especially for beginners. Don't use the mad scientist; he's useless. He's just there for the collection. Now, if you want to get these cards, you can go over here and you can go to right here, which is the Boruto Naruto, and just do the Konoha's new generation. Keep in mind that, especially if you're new, this event is going to be rather difficult. But if you have some medium tier cards, this is going to be rather easy. Now you get 247 tries, and each time you have a 100% chance of getting a drop, which is called the Konoha New Generation Pack, I believe. So let's see. They're fairly easy to kill. Yeah, Konoha's New Generation Pack. And you can go ahead and open it, and you will get 3 fragments of each of the cards. So 3 of the Mitsuki, 3 of the Sarada, 3 of the Boruto, and then 3 of the Mad Scientist. Now, to get a full gold cards, which is you need 70. So you need not 70, but you need 7 gold cards, which is 99 fragments, and then divide that by 3, and you need 231 tries to get gold Sarada, gold Mitsuki, gold Boruto, and gold Mad Scientist, just to get them all to gold. And that's how you can get that. But do keep in mind, the other trials do have different requirements. For example, teacher's test, you can just fight it with any team. Any team at all will do. It's a fairly easy trial. For me, at the very least, he does have a decent amount of HP, but otherwise, you can take him down if you have, like I said, medium tier cards. Now, the other one, so the one with the teacher's test, that one you can fight and you can get the Boruto equipment certificate, which is what you can use to get free Boruto equipment from over here. You go to gift pack and scroll to the left, and you can get just like, for example, the practice cape, giant snake cells, Konoha's ninja headband, new generation. You can only get one of each, though. Keep in mind, you can't get more than one. So, for example, I have a lot of certificates in for the Seventh Hokage's cloak. I could probably buy like 20 of them right now, but I can't because you can only have one per account. Keep that in mind. You can get Boruto's vest, scientific ninja tool. The Seventh Hokage's cloak is a little bit harder to get, and I'll explain how to get it in a second. But just keep in mind, it is a lot harder to get than everything else when it comes to these items, simply because the trial for it is a lot harder. So, as I was saying, you can do teacher's test with any cards, any combination of cards. You'll be fine. The only combination of cards that you actually need to have by force is actually the Boruto Mitsuki Sarada, for the... Here, let me find Mitsuki. He should be all the way down over here. You need these 3 guys, quite possibly for the Mad Scientist too, is for the... not Konoha's new generation. They hardly seem to do any damage. But then again, Boruto and these guys are pretty powerful. Hang on, let me go ahead and equip all their items. So Boruto has all of his items. Mitsuki's missing 2. Let me find Mitsuki's items. So I need, let's see, let's see. She had, that's the Tomo for her. I need to find Kakashi because he's the one who has Mitsuki's, there we go. So it's Mitsuki's shit. Somebody has Mitsuki's headband. Give me a moment, I'm gonna find all these. Just takes a second to find everything. Sorry guys. Okay, so I could have sworn she had something either way. Let me go ahead and find the other. Oh, if you hear like little sniffling or snoring or even just growling, my puppy's asleep next to me, so yeah. No, 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 no. No, okay, that's new generation. I need that one. I'll just put shooting gun tier 5 up in there. Let's see. I know I had another new generation headband, or at the very least I should. Yeah, see, I have it on him. Another, no, it's Pains. Another, what do you call it? I'll just put the True Red gun on him. And enhance it all the way up to level 105. There we go. But anyways, back to these guys. So equip that. And equip that. So this is Sarada. These are her bloodlines. She can use Sasuke's complete Susanoo, but I don't have that skill. Mitsuki can use the Curse Seal. Boruto can use the multiple Shadow Clone. But like I was saying, for this specific dungeon, you do need these three guys to fight together, battle to the death. Oh, apparently you need the Mad Scientist also. Don't worry about the Mad Scientist, he's just annoying. Just be sure to load up Mitsuki, Sarada, and Boruto up with their items if you have them. My biggest recommendation would be to, at the very least, get purple card for these guys, and then go ahead and attempt to take on the teacher's test. And after you've got all of the items, go ahead and try this trial, because this is what you need to get. This is the trial that you need to defeat to get to try to get the final for Will of Fire. This is where you get the instance key. So essentially, you have to fight these guys. Do be careful, because what's his face? Naruto and Sasuke can do damage very, very quickly. But yeah, I mean, obviously my guys are really overpowered right now, but they can do damage, and you'll have a 100% chance of getting the instance key, which is, like I said, what you get to be able to try to get the 7th Hokage's cloak. Although do keep in mind that it is a rather difficult one. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you do need a fairly good amount of cards. One of the better strategies that I've seen to take on this particular, what's it called? This particular, not skill, but this particular dungeon is to put in Tsunade first if you have her slug skin or Shinobi World War skin, and just have her go, because she will block the enemy's skill, which here I'm going to go ahead and show you with just fairly not weak team, but a team that's not prepared to fight him. Keep in mind my cards are really overpowered, so they can still overcome things like this. But so see, he's immune to debuffs if you trigger the backhand, which is quite a few. He can kill cards instantly because he does quite a bit of damage. He can stun your front row after he releases his unique skill. That's why you're going to want to keep like somebody like the first Hokage, just that provides a shield for the front row, and that's really about it. Somebody like Tsunade, somebody like Sakura even. This is going to be a difficult trial, especially for the lower levels, but I'm fairly sure it's not too tough. Obviously, I won, but that's mostly because my cards, like I said, are very, very overpowered. They were dealing millions, and as you can see, he does not have a small amount of HP. But otherwise, that's really all there is to this particular event. Just try to get the purple cards, get those guys to diamond, gold and silver, all that stuff. So for Mitsuki and Boruto, you need 200 Will of Fire each to get them to diamond, and for Sarada, you need 200 Uchiha's Nightmare to get them to diamond. Let me find this over here. Shoot. Put them back down. I'm gonna take off their items. Boruto's fairly powerful, as you can see, 3.3 million with only his tier 4 items. And then with his bloodlines, and then skill multiple shadow clone. And then there's the Mitsuki, once again, decent. 3.3 million seems to be more or less their max with their items and then with their skills. But keep in mind, I have collections open and all that stuff. But yeah, they seem to hover right around the same amount of CP. Mitsuki's ability is that he stunned the front row and does a lot of damage. And Sarada's ability is that she attacks a single enemy in front of her, and she stuns that enemy for one, what do you call it? For one round. It says spread the damage to the front row, but really she's just mostly doing damage to the enemy right in front of her. She can stun the enemy right in front of her, and the enemies in the front row. And then Boruto just does ninjutsu damage to all enemies and has a very high chance of knocking up enemies, which is like the fallen effect. And then there is a chance to dizzy the enemies, the front row enemies, for 2 rounds, and decrease their tenacity for 1 round. I'm about to run out of battery, so that's about it for this video. Sorry if it seems like I didn't really cover that much. By the way, don't recharge too much in this event. This is really just a filler event. If you're determined enough, you can easily get Mitsuki Boruto for free, diamond. Just have enough stamina and keep on trying, defeating the trial. If you really need to, just do a gold 10 draw. You'll get a free Boruto. That should get you started. Boruto is alright. He's not bad, to be honest, especially for a starting card. So if you're a brand new player, I would strongly recommend you try to do a gold 10 draw if possible. You can recharge, but once again, I wouldn't really recommend it. You don't exactly get anything new off of that. Like for example, these items do not go to tier 5. So there's no real point to you trying to recharge right now. You'll get some certificates, but once again, you can get everything for free. I do believe it takes about 20 tries each time to get 1 certificate for a Boruto item on the Sasuke trial, the teacher's test. But apart from that, that's really about it for this video. The consumption is fairly good, especially if you're going to go for Naruto and Sasuke. But if you're going to buy the boutique exchange certificate, the boutique exchange, what do you call it, package for Naruto and Sasuke, the combination card, don't bother consuming right now simply because you're going to get everything there. Their skills, their actives, their passives, like I said, everything. So, yeah, that's really about it for this video. Sorry for my voice. It's just that the longer I talk, the more it hurts, and I'm fairly sure it progressively got worse as the video is going on. So, yeah, leave a like if you liked it, leave a dislike if you don't. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow with a new video. I'm going to be detailing Hinata and all of that stuff. So, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.